Trading every day for years doesn't just make you better at trading, it makes you stronger for everything else. The longer you stay in this game, the more you start to realize that the same mindset that keeps you alive in the market also helps you in other areas of your life where sometimes there's slow progress. We'll talk about that a little bit later. But first, I've been wanting to hold my trades for larger targets lately. And a lot of you have talked to me about trailing my stop. Today, I saw an opportunity to do that and I did. So let's go check out that trade. All right. So the trade that I just got in here, so I'm short. It's not one of my regular setups. So it's not my A, B, or C setup, but I have been watching the initial balance a lot lately. And I guess like someone's been telling me to pay attention to the market around 11 a.m. New York time. So I have been doing that. So I was still watching. I was working on the video, a different video. I had to scrap it after this. But I was working on the video and still watching the charts. And I saw this and it came back up into the initial balance after it had broken it. And so I thought I want to take a short. And I was watching also I had the 4 hour chart. So I decided I'm going to get in and my stop is going to be, about 28 points above, just above that 4 hour candle. I thought that would be a reasonable place to invalidate the trade idea of this, going back into the initial balance and testing the lows. So my target's down there around, I can't see from here, it's tiny, but around 72. I had looked at the different areas of support and resistance earlier and I decided that that was a good target. I have that other target there. I think that little line is where it's 2 to 1 on the trade. So, yeah, okay, yeah, that's 2 to 1. So that would have been 56 points. Okay, also, I should mention I'm on a single micro on this one because I've moved my stop down. I wanted to practice trailing and I wanted to practice holding for a bigger target. So yeah, with the trailing, I really was kind of like, I'm not sure where to put this. Uh, I moved it down and then I just kept moving down. I thought if it comes back up into the initial balance, then maybe I want to be out of the trade and at least I can lock in a bit of profits. So I'm on a single micro here, so just $2 a point. So my risk going in at that 28 point stop was still less than $60. So nothing crazy. Yeah, okay. So you can see that I was like holding was really hard. I did get out there a little bit before my target. So I took 65 points on this trade, which is awesome for me. It was more than 2 to 1, which I was happy with. Um, Price did come back up after that. So it would have taken me out on my moved stop, but it wouldn't have taken me out if I just left the original wider stop in place. So I'm not sure. It worked out well, and I'm glad I took the trade because I have been watching these kinds of setups for a while now and wanting to take them. I want to talk a little bit about the mindset and the persistence and the toughness that I think we develop from trading. Like if you do something every day for years and you're just like consistently getting knocked down and losing and humbled by the market, it does something if you can stick with it and you can keep learning and, pivoting and readjusting what you're doing. I think it really does something for your patience and your mindset and your discipline overall. And I think that spills out into other areas of your life. I've said this before that like even if I quit trading, I think I'm a better person for it, for going through this, and I'll be more successful in other areas because of all the failure from trading and all the patience it's forced on me. I say this because I started YouTube just over 2 months ago. And when I started, my husband's like, if you're going to do this, you better make some money at it because you're not going to be spending all your time on these things that are never going to make money. I totally understand where he's coming from. So I looked it up and it was like basically from like Google, AI, Reddit, the consensus was kind of like expected to take 6 months to a year to be monetized if it's ever going to happen at all. So don't expect to be making any money. Because of all the failure with trading, I looked at that And I thought, okay, I can handle 6 months to a year of not making money and nobody watching my videos and, feeling like a loser just yelling out into the void. That's not what happened. I was really lucky. I got some viewers very early on, and it was just honestly, it was the amazing thing was to right away have these other traders to talk to. Like people started commenting, and that was amazing. And it gave me so much accountability because, like, people early on, I was constantly failing my discipline challenge. Like it was embarrassing. Like I don't know. It was like I'd get one win or two wins, and then like 3 days in a row of like, well, I couldn't follow my rules. I took, three or four trades or whatever. So the accountability was amazing. It was amazing to have other traders to talk to. But then the audience started to grow, and then I actually was able to get monetized on YouTube in just under 2 months, which was amazing. That's not at all what I had expected. So now I'm not making like life-changing money with it. I think I make like $5 to $10 a day on YouTube, but I'm grateful for the money, and it's awesome to be getting paid to do this. But I mean, really, the best thing about doing this is the community. It's made such a difference to me. I get great advice from you guys, and it's amazing for me when people say that my videos have helped them. Like that really, like I feel that it impacts me, and like I spend this YouTube thing is way more time and work than I had anticipated, but it definitely feels so worth it, when somebody says like, your videos are helping me, I'm working on my discipline, or, I've switched to this way of trading and I'm happier. So, okay, this is going on too long. Just I don't think I would have taken on this YouTube thing if I hadn't had 3 years failing at trading and, like, built up a pretty thick skin when it comes to failure and built some patience and resilience. So, even if you feel like you're not where you wanna be with your trading, um, you're becoming a tougher person through it, and whatever you take on next or whatever you take on in addition to trading, you'll be better prepared for it, whatever it is. After the trade, when I looked at my account, I realized that it was up $281 past the buffer. So on this 25K account, the buffer is $1,500. So I would be eligible for a payout of $281, which I got pretty excited about when I saw it. I haven't been thinking payouts much, but it's always just kind of there, right? Like I try to put it out of my head, but it still creeps back in. So when I saw that, I got excited. I thought, yes, I can take a payout today. This will be awesome. That's like well over 300 Canadian. And then I remembered that if the payout's less than $250, you get charged a $50 fee. And after the 80/20 profit split, it would be less than $250. So I'm pretty sure I would have to pay the fee. So if I did take a payout today, it would be 174 American, which is over, I don't know, I think it's like 230 or 240 Canadian. So a nice little payout, nothing huge, nothing super impressive, but it would be nice to get a little payout from this account that I've been working on for months. I don't know. What do you think? Do I keep building the account and wait for a bigger one next week? Or do I just grab that $174 now just so I can get the payout over with? And I say get the payout over with because in the past, when I've taken payouts, I've just like imploded immediately after. Like, the 2 payouts that I took led to immediately after the payouts led to just, like, the worst trading that I think I've ever done. So, I'm actually kind of afraid to take a payout, but I also know that, like, it's the next step, and, like, I need to get past that's the next thing that I kinda need to get past in my trading. So, I don't know, what do you think? Should I just take the $174 or should I just wait it out until, I make another 50 bucks or whatever and not have to pay the fee? Or do I just forget the payouts and just keep going and building the account until it's I don't know, not sure. So if you're in that place where it feels like your patience is not paying off, whether it's trading or business, or in my case, YouTube, or anything else, just remember that the payoff always lags behind the effort. I need to keep reminding myself of this. You just have to keep showing up long enough to see it. And in my case, I just need to stick with it, keep my patience, and forget about the payout. Forget about payouts, forget about making money, just stick with my discipline, stick with the plan, and keep going. Because this is like the best my trading has been going in over 3 years. So I don't want to blow up. I don't want to veer off plan. I need to just keep going with the discipline and focusing on my trades and the process and not the money. Thanks for watching. I hope you liked the video. I hope you got something useful out of it. I feel like they're always just like another patience and risk management and discipline reminder, but I think that's okay. I think we need those reminders quite frequently in this thing. Yeah, I had been working on a completely different video today, actually. And then I saw that trade set up and I took the trade, and that kind of hijacked my day and my video. So I'll see you back here tomorrow with the video that I was working on for today.